Go to
I
your
guess we're getting ready to start. Is Leah on yet?
Yes. I saw it earlier.
Well, welcome all. I'm so glad you guys could make it tonight. This is some exciting news, and I just want all the new people to realize, what a great opportunity this is. Just I've been doing it since May, and now I'm well into it, and I'm just happy that I did sign up when I did, because it's just going to go to the moon. I mean, the potential is amazing. I just don't even know how to explain what I'm feeling, but I want to introduce our speaker, Leah Melquist. She's been with World Global Network since February, and she's achieved the rank of diamond in 9 weeks, which is my goal. So hopefully I'll be right behind her. Leah has her master's degree in wellness management with 12 years experience in the wellness industry and public health. And her husband, Sam, is also on a team with her. They kind of work together, is a graphic designer and owner of 2 businesses. And Leah I tell everyone, she's been my cheerleader. She's been there basically at my beck and call for anything I need. She will answer and help me in any way, which I was not expecting to get that kind of mentorship, which is one thing that I love about this company, that, whenever you need help, people will always help you get to the top. I mean, I've never done anything like this before. Like I said, I'm a dentist. I work on teeth. But she has basically guided me and showed me what to do and how to do it the right way. And I can't wait to see what the future holds. So, Leah, take it away.
Thank you so much, Manisha. Like, whenever I just hear this and get on with your team, like, I just get so excited. I was telling her before earlier, you guys, this is my fastest growing group here. So I just really get excited to come on and introduce new people to it and to introduce you guys to their team. So thank you for that. Thank you all for jumping on here tonight. I definitely don't take, I know life is so busy, so I don't take your time lightly. So I'm very appreciative for you jumping on and taking 25 minutes or so to hear out this information. Because regardless of what you decide after this, I promise you, kind of like Manisha said, you're likely have never seen anything like this before. It's a kind of what we call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So I am going to mute everybody's lines out here so we don't have any background noise, since we are recording. And I'm going to share my screen and go through some slides for you all as well. There we go. Awesome. So I know too, when we have you guys invited to these calls, maybe some of you were, you're looking for something. You need a change. You need additional income. You just need to take life in a different direction. Or maybe you're just on here kind of hearing it out as a favor. And sometimes maybe you just weren't even looking for anything. And that's my husband and I. We, like she said, we have 3 businesses. We have 3 kiddos. Like, we didn't need anything else. But when I got a text to check out that 2-minute video, with my background being health, public health and wellness, I knew that this was going to be a game changer. This device was going to change lives. What I didn't fully realize at first, while we recognized it would be a good business opportunity, I didn't fully appreciate it until after our first couple weeks of getting in, and it has completely changed our life from that aspect also. We are about 60 to 90 days out of retiring my husband from his full-time job so he can just build his businesses and do the stuff that he loves. So it's been an incredible blessing for us. So I can't wait to share some more information with you. So here I'm going to get my screen shared. A moment. All right. Can everybody see my slides okay? Thumbs up. Can you hear me all good? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So our company is World Global Network, and we have been around for 6 years, but most people have never heard of it before because this is the first time it's been in the US and Canada. We do play an income disclosure always whenever we do our presentation. So that is this.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldg.com.
Kind of cut out there. worldgn.com is what it said there at the end. All right. Okay, so our main product and the main focus that this company has right now is on a device called the Hilo, okay? And most of you probably saw that 2 or 3 or 7 minute video, so you have kind of an idea of what we're talking about. You guys, this device right now is voted the number 1 direct selling product out there in the industry of everything out there. It just got voted number 1. We have been featured this past week on the Today Show. We were on CBS News because of a family that has the device on their 4-year-old son that's on our team. Prior to this, we were on Fox News 3 times, and we have already sold 500,000 devices as we're launching this across the globe in the last 10 months. $87 million has been paid out to the field because of this device and what we are doing here. In case you did not see that 2-minute video, I want to do a brief summary of kind of some of the features of it. One of the key phrases, it's like a Fitbit on steroids, but honestly, I don't even think you can compare it to a Fitbit. Sure, it does the steps and the calories and whatnot, but what really matters is we have real-time health monitoring. It is much more of a health monitoring device because we can do blood pressure, heart rate, breath rate. We have an EKG. We have this Guardian function set up where you can get alerts if your metrics go out of range from the range that you predetermine. If it goes out of the range, you're going to get an alert. You can set up so you have loved ones get an alert, and you can monitor loved ones. So you can pull up your week here on your phone and have people set up around the world, no matter where they are, and see what their biometrics are doing at any given time. We also have a panic button that if you push it twice on the side of the device, it will send an alert to whoever you have set up on the other end of that. So if I pushed mine right now, my husband would get an alert to a text message and an email saying, Leah pushed her panic button, and here are her GPS coordinates. It will tell him exactly where I'm at. So the device as it is today is out of this world like nothing else out there. But you guys, even what's coming. So they're projecting fourth quarter. We have to do estimates because it's all with patents and final phases of research and that kind of stuff. But we will have be one of the first devices that does non-invasive blood glucose monitoring from a cute little device from your wrist. And then you'll be able to look on your app and see people will be able to see what their blood glucose levels are. And we know that if just 1% of diabetics, which more people than just diabetics look at their blood glucose, but if just 1%, that's going to be $3 billion in revenue. And what that's going to do for people that have to have these illnesses, that have to monitor this stuff, we've already had people like, tell me, I want to be first in line when that gets released. I want to buy that device. Plus, we're going to have blood alcohol monitoring. And you guys, I'm going to get to it in a minute here. We are a publicly traded company, so we're completely debt-free. So as we're going to have this blood alcohol monitoring, we are actually purchasing the corporation out of Silicon Valley that developed this technology. We will have exclusive rights to it for 20 years. So someone will be able to look at the app on their phone and know if they are okay to drive. Can you imagine what that's going to do for people to have that ability? Like, it's mind-blowing when you think about some of the stuff that's even yet to come. And then it'll have a mosquito shield, and that's just some of the things coming. I was at the International Convention in May in Thailand. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna be ahead of so much in this industry. So I'm gonna go through 5 points now on top of just this ridiculous product, why this is such a good business opportunity. So the first one is we have an incredibly relevant product. So we are in the space of wearable technology. And this information on here is according to Forbes. It's been in Newsweek. It's been in Business for Home. It is projected to grow $20 billion in the next 2.5 years. So we know right now today, 1 in 4 people has something on a device on their wrist, and that's going to triple over the next 3 years, okay? This is just the first time in history that the average person, we're just average people, it seems like pretty average people on the call here, can get a piece of technology money because of the way they've chosen to bring this product to market. And we know that technology runs the world. It doesn't slow down, it doesn't move backwards, and it doesn't wait for you or I to understand how it all works before we're making leaps and bounds into the future. This, again, is just the first time you and I can be involved. They're actually saying that wearable tech is going to replace the smartphone here in the next few years, which is just mind-blowing. So like I said, you guys, the second point is we have no competition. Not only is there no other device like it in the world, so in all of the ways you can buy things, within the network modding direct sales space, whatever your verbiage is, direct sales, MLM, it's all the same umbrella. Most of the other companies out there, actually 80% of the companies, while there's very good products out there, it's either in skincare, it's in makeup, it's in supplements, and it's just crowded conversations. People having to compete for, this is why my product is the best, or I have these life-changing products that will make you look 30 years younger, and that kind of stuff. And I totally believe that these products are great, but it's a crowded conversation. There's no other company out there doing technology, and especially wearable technology, in this booming trend. So absolutely no competition out in this space. So my third point is, or part of my second point still, we are actually publicly traded, like I mentioned. So we are monitored by the FTC, like it's completely open records. So we have people that even wouldn't traditionally consider network marketing because they have some story or heard something on the industry. They're coming, they're like, okay, well, game on. If it's publicly traded, like there's nothing to hide then, okay? We have our stock actually shows here the trend of what it's done. About a year ago, it was under $1 a share. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about our partnership with Toshiba. When they announced that to the world, it shot up to over $20 per share, and it's kind of been hovering in that space ever since. And we are 90 days out from taking this to the NASDAQ. You guys, this stock, if you follow stocks, WRMT, this is one to watch. The company is very confident on where this is going. So the third point is that partnership with Toshiba. And I'm talking about like the legitimate Toshiba, the big 100-year-old company, multi-billion-dollar company. They are partnered with our World Global Network. And it's the first time in history that a technology company has partnered with a network marketing company. And people ask us sometimes, well, why is your device being sold in this space, not like at Target, like a Fitbit would be? And it's Toshiba actually wanted to buy our device because that's normally what they wanted. They needed an entrance to the wearable tech space because they know where this industry is going. So they came to Fabio knowing he's a genius when it comes to, and they wanted the most advanced device, but he wouldn't sell. He said, I know that the most fast and efficient way to get a product to market is through network marketing. So he wouldn't budge on that. He said, we can partner though, because Toshiba has the processors basically. So their lawyers did 3 months of research on our company, and after they looked at the accolades and how completely legit and top-notch this company is, they said game on. And so the partnership was formed. So that's kind of how we got there today. And they are proving, as I'm going to show you, that this was the right choice, because peer-to-peer word of mouth is the fastest way that you can get anything out there. And his father actually was a diabetic, and so he is so passionate about, I want improving quality of life for people, so getting this device in people's hands as fast as possible. People need the ability to monitor their health in real time before they're in the hospital, before they're getting a call or something, if something's not feeling right. People need this ability to do this, and we are just going to be the first ones to bring it to the world. So he is a technology inventor genius. He was one of the first people to develop the touch screen. He was one of the first people to bring the internet to Italy. Like he's just a brain when it comes to technology and invention, creation, that kind of stuff. So something else, as if all this isn't already setting us apart, something that's going to take it to a whole nother level on top of that is we have something called Open API. So what that means is we have over 200 app developers working on apps for our device. Okay, so it's going to make this device even more customizable for our customers. So depending on what they're looking at, some people really need fitness, some people need different things, but depending on disease states or different things that they're trying to monitor, that they're all working on customized apps that can take these vital parameters, and now then people will be able to download and make it even more useful for them. So what does that mean for us as distributors? I'm going to compare it to the story of Apple for a moment. If you're familiar with when Apple entered the mobile market, it was back in 2007. It wasn't because they had awesome hardware or because of their touchscreen. It was actually because of the entrance of their app store that made them wipe out the competition. So it was year one, they had 800 apps. Fast forward to today, there's over 2.3 million apps on the Apple App Store, and that's responsible for $3 billion of revenue. So bringing it here to our World Global Network conversation, we actually have the concept designer of the iPhone working for World. He designed the Hilo. So even our packaging looks like an Apple box. He has been quoted to say he sees our App Store doing for the Hilo what the Apple App Store did for the iPhone and completely wipe out the competition. And as people download apps, and there's different charges for different apps, different plugins. All of those are called microtransactions. So here, since we're in the network marketing model, as people download more apps for their device, that's going to be volume and income that you get paid out on. Like, it is mind-blowing, the potential here. So the fourth point is our easy duplicatable systems. So we call this network marketing of 2017. There's no parties. There's no hotel meetings. Everything is done from your phone and from your computer, wherever you are. we actually were I was doing calls just like this in Jamaica last month as we were on a vacation with our family from our resort hotel room. And my husband are like, this rocks. Like, we can get used to a business like this. Because all we have is, again, now to update the slides, it's now a 3 and a 7-minute video because they've just updated it with some of the new stuff that we have coming out. And you share that. You share that with people that are looking at being a customer or looking at checking out the business opportunity. Then you get them onto calls like this, or we have live webinars twice a day, every single day of the week right now for people to check out. And you just see if it's something that they'd be interested in, okay? And on the bottom here, this is just a snapshot from a website called Business for Home. You can Google it. And it lists the top 200 earners in all of network marketing. And that's from all companies out there. And what's really, really impressive in making the network marketers, like top tiered ones from other companies, taking a serious look at this, we have 10% of that list already. You guys, we've been doing this for just over a year in this network marketing space. So number 4, Nat and Chinita Pranaputra, they're our global master distributors. They're at 1.2 million a month already. That's in 14 months. Ramasio Folter, who's at number 42 on here, I want to pull him out because he's actually personally mentoring our organization over this next month. So he's at just nearly about 300,000 per month. And I'm not saying these numbers to impress you because they're, quite frankly, they're pretty ridiculous incomes. But what was really the point I'm trying to drive home is the compressed time frames. Ramasio joined World about 9 months ago. So everybody else on this list has been with their companies when they were first being launched, but 15 and 20 years ago. That's what it's taken for them to get to these incomes. That's the scale that we're talking here because we are global and we are doing something that's never been done before. So this slide here shows us where we've come already. This was actually shown in Thailand at that convention. When we got involved, I knew the company's goal was 3% market share. You guys on here, they showed us this. We are already at 5% market share. So people say, you know, what happens when there's other competition out there? What happens when Apple can do blood glucose monitoring? And we say, bring it on. Competition isn't bad. That shows that there's a need for something. And we don't need 100% market share. We're pretty confident that we're going to dominate, but we don't need it all. We just, because that just at 3% of that $20 billion of growth, that alone makes us a $3 billion company. So you guys, it's absolutely incredible. These are the only of all the different people making wearable tech. We're already at number 4, and based in that with 500,000 units. We are projecting to sell another 1 million units this year and to be, by the end of the year, number 2 in the space of wearable technology. And so I think by the end of next year, we will completely dominate and be number 1. So something else that we have coming out, again, projecting sometime 4th quarter, is this Infolio phone. So it's very sleek and sexy just because it's got Antonio all over it. He designed it. But so it's got what's called a bezel-less screen, meaning it goes all the way to the edge of the phone. It has 4 to 5 day battery life. And what the company is really excited about and most proud of is it has something called BioZen built into the phone. So we know because of how plugged in we are and our phones are so multifunctional, never before have we been more like attached to our phones and tablets and iPads and all that kind of stuff. And that more and more research is being done on the cumulative effect of that electromagnetic radiation, and it's not good. I'm really equating it to what they didn't know about tobacco use and now know of how it's that cumulative effect. It's not good for us. And so we have the first radiation-free phone in the world that we will be launching. Again, I have people with this. Tell me when that phone comes out, and I just got a list going. So my 5th point is our compensation plan. It kind of spoke to it a little bit before with the list of the people, what they're doing already in this short amount of time. For those that have been in the industry before, this will mean more to you. We have a 21% binary to unlimited depths and up to 10 generations of check matching. Okay, if you've never been in the industry before and that sounds foreign, suffice it to say, it's like nothing else out there. We have people that are, again, in the industry kind of looking at like, oh my gosh, this World Global Network's really making some waves. They take a look at the compensation plan, and we've had 6- and 7-figure earners leave their companies and come to World because of all of this. So how do you get started with us? Basically, you just pick your pack. So if you're looking on here, like just intrigued by the device, kind of seeing yourself more as a customer, this personal pack at $349 is going to be your best bet. So you get the Hilo, you get a set of colored bands, and you also get the germanium stones, which are on the inside that you can put on the inside of the band. This actually helps increase blood circulation and reduce inflammation. So that comes with that free, with that set. If you're on here looking at this as for the business potential, most of our business builders come in with either the premium pack, which is $19.99, and both of these packs just reduce your price point down per device. With the premium pack, you get 6 helos, 6 sets of color bands, and 6 BioZen, which I'll explain the BioZen in a second. With a family pack, it's $13.49. You save $700, and it's 4 of everything. So 4 helos, 4 color band sets, and 4 of the BioZen. We also have something where people can go all in. If the BioZen really intrigues you, you can add that pack to this. And the BioZen is that chip that I mentioned is built into the Infolio phone. Right now, you can, and while we're all waiting for that to come out, and for all of your other devices, this BioZen chip, it's a sticker chip that you can put on. Now this makes this phone radiation free. So it just blocks all that radiation that comes out of it. So that's been really exciting to have as well. Especially as I see my kiddos always wanting to use my phone. So we have something else called the loyalty membership, and all of our business builders get on this, even some of our customers, because this has been such an incredible value. So it's $59 per month. With that, you get our upgraded app. Typically that's $12 a month to be able to have like your data stored over time. But there's a free app that you can use to read your device too. But you get that upgraded app on 5 devices. You get a protection plan for the Helo. If you were to, or for the phone, you can replace up to 2 devices per year. If you were to just break it, no questions asked, they'll replace your device. These last 2 points here are what's really just like, this is a no-brainer, and this is why everybody gets on the loyalty. You get 75 points, which are the equivalent to dollars in your back office every single month. So you're spending $59, you get all this stuff plus the $75. And then you get to just use it in your store. So like right now, we're getting saved for the phone. There's going to be next generation Helos. If we want to buy more BioZen, whatever product we want to buy, we can use that towards in our store. Then we also get an extra 1% commission. They just store that in a little savings account called your money box, and then at the end of 12 months, they will pay you that out. So it's kind of look at it as a little savings account. So you guys, it's $59 a month, which is 30 sales volume, and we speak in terms of sales volume because we're an international company. Their total investment with this is $708 over the course of 12 months. And if you have any traditional business owners on here, you know that's peanuts when it comes to, my husband has 2 businesses and he's like, what I wouldn't give for $708 of overhead. Plus it's all a tax deduction and you get all of this great value with it. And this is the residual income component besides the App Store also to what we do. So we actually have an 80% retention rate of people that get on loyalty, stay on it because of the value it is. And every month, loyalty membership is renewing. So in the last 4 or 5 months now that we've been involved, we have over 500 people in our organization. Fast forward, continuing to do this and share this opportunity. 3 to 5 years, you have 10,000 people in your organization, 80% on loyalty times 30 sales volume, and you get paid out 20%. You can do the math on that residual income that will have you set up for life. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up here. This is a summary of all the things that we talked about, really, but I want you to conceptualize something. So everybody I'm sure on here is familiar with Fitbit or the Apple App Store like we talked about. Knowing what you know about how big Fitbit got, if you could have been involved on the front end of that and had the opportunity to be paid out on every device sold, like would you have? Rhetorical question here, like obviously, that is what we have here. But so much bigger, as we know that this is going to far surpass Fitbit. You just have the opportunity to be on the front end of it, okay? And it's an absolute ground floor of an amazing opportunity. We are a category creator within this industry of wearable tech and network marketing. And network marketing itself is a $183 billion industry. It is growing faster than any other industry out there because people are ready for time and financial freedom. Because the traditional 40-40 isn't always working out for people anymore. With the way we know that everything is set up and people are going to college and spending a lot of money and coming out, and 75% of people cannot retire now, you guys. It's so sad. So network marketing is a booming industry itself. So as I wrap this up, I want you guys to let whoever invited you know one of 3 things, because timing matters here. With the type of compensation plan we have, once you get involved, everybody that gets involved after you get to earn money off of that. Their position spot in the organization goes below you. Okay, so it's important to get your questions answered and make your decision as soon as possible so you can get the best position in the organization. So if you're a C, that just means you're not interested. We thank you so much for checking this opportunity out. If you know anybody in your life that could really benefit from an opportunity like this, please send a referral to them. Or if you're a B, that means you just have some questions. I am actually going to open this up for questions because I have about 20 minutes before my next one that I can open this up and I can help get some questions answered. Or text them and let them know if you're an A. That means you see this vision and you see where this company is going and you want in right away. And so that way we'll put you in and it'll be kind of a, as they come, get them in kind of thing. So that way we can get you in right away. And we'll just help you get your pack picked out, okay? So I want you guys to thank you guys so much. If you want to stay on and get some questions answered, I'm happy to do so. If not, otherwise, have a great night. And thank you again for taking a look at this opportunity. So let me get my screen shared and I'm going to stop the recording.